There we go. All right. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to another thrilling scene from this life. The set of the Hearth's Fire in Duluth, Minnesota, where, there's this new guy. Look at him, all new and stuff, doing his thing, hanging out with the Fianna at the Standing Stones, hanging out with, whoever happens to be around at the public housing, wandering around, and, he does spend time by the lake, doesn't he? Hell, he just wanders off into the woods looking for herbs and shenanigans like they just do. And, Charlotte has some choice words that she would very much like to have. So what she's going to do is be hanging out. She's got some other things to do today. She needs to make a run by the crags, if nothing else, and hope really hard she can have a very, very brief conversation there. But in the meantime, oh, look, there's Dean. Dean's wandering off by himself.
He's not here.
Man, that's called opportunity knocking. So what Charlotte's gonna do is let Dean go about his merry fucking way, and at a great distance, like other side of the field distance, gonna just shove her hands in her pockets and start walking along in the rough direction that he is going. Yeah. So, I mean, you could look back and see she was there, but why the fuck would you think she was coming towards you? After all, she's looking around at the lake, looking off at the other house, just wandering along.
Yeah, I mean, Dean will be, he's been seen kind of hanging around these standing stones mostly, but also the upper and middle kind of sections of the lake. He's been spending a lot of time kind of out in the woods as well, maybe because of what happened afterwards. What happened earlier, maybe because of his new position as one of the keepers. But regardless, you'll sort of see him walking along kind of the shore of the lake. He'll occasionally bend down or kneel down, just to turn a stone or to tidy something up. And you'll hear, as you're kind of following him from a close distance, just hooty-dooty-dooty-doo. What's we got here? Hooty-doo. Got to do good diligence. There you go. Oh, nice and clean. Hooty-dooty-dooty-doo.
Is he literally just chanting "Oti-to-ti-to" constantly?
Yes. And I'm sorry.
But yeah, Charlotte will head his way as he starts about apparently turning rocks over and shit. That seems fine. She'll wander that away, still hands in pockets, just roughly towards the lake. People go in and out around the lake all the time. Nothing to see here. But yeah, she'll eventually be catching up, but she's not going to be especially aggressive about it. She's just wandering over, and as they get, off a bit, away from the public eye, because she doesn't want to do this in the public. That's disrespectful. Now, she's gonna follow him off and catch him off around the lake a bit. And finally, not sneaking by any means, but we'll be walking up as he's going about his shit. Lift a hand. Hey, Dean.
Oh. he'll have knelt up and glancing back to see you where he's gone to overturn and clean up a rock, He'll have picked a rock up and stood up like, whoo.
Can I steal you for a second?
Just a second?
No, long enough to talk for a minute.
I suppose we should talk after what happened, Yeah,
we should. Wandering up. Is he like being especially evasive?
Yes.
Is he showing any kind of respect since she's a foster?
Yeah, he's not done the super traditional belly up, because, you know, you're Glasswater. Glasswater said not to like those kind of things, but he's done, you know, the quick bow down. And he's not like running away from you or anything. He just seems a little skittish.
So, Dean, buddy, Dean, come here, come here, come here. Like holds out her arm, come here.
Look, all right. Look, if you wanna kick my ass or yell at me, just please get over with.
I gotta get a Fenris.
This is true, but you know, you get used to it on a jet set.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's real. But no, come here. Let's talk. Let's huddle.
Yeah.
What? I mean, seriously, what am I gonna do? I'm not exactly holding a taser. I suppose I could like put you in a headlock or something, but that would look really stupid.
I don't know. Maybe you've come up with some elaborate evil scheme. No, it's fine. I'm coming.
You know,
I mean,
speaking of elaborate evil schemes, because why you gotta be this way? Hey, Cleeth, come here.
he is actually coming. I will clarify that.
Okay. Oh, so he's just griping the whole way.
Yes.
Okay. Then she won't pull the whole hey Cleeth because she thinks that's kind of lame and tries to avoid it. And yeah, she just goes to put the arm across his shoulders. Like, okay. So I'm gonna level with you. You know I'm a Philobax, right?
With all due respect, right? How did I forget?
Okay. And you know I'm a Glasswalker, right? So I'm not exactly lacking really the things that I want, right?
Okay.
So why the fuck did you accuse me of stealing? I'm literally a lawkeeper. It's like pointing at a cop and being like, he totes took it. It's like pointing at a pretty reasonably fucking paid cop and saying he totes did it.
He'll shrug. He'll shrug. I don't know. It seemed convincing at the time.
What could I possibly have to gain from stealing a bottle of booze? You know my fridge is so full of beer that it rattles when you open it, right?
Hey. It wasn't about the booze. It was about the principle. Didn't you hear what I said earlier? Like, I mean, I may have been wrong, but that was an elaborate logical theory. That made complete sense at the time. No.
You think I'd steal booze from a Fianna? You think that would be my prime target, and then would bury it in the river?
I'm saying if someone wanted to stir up trouble, stealing booze from a Fianna is a pretty good way to go about it.
I mean, and if it's a really good way to piss off a bunch of Fianna, but why would I want to do that?
I don't know. Why would you have wanted to do that?
That really is kind of the question I'm posing you right now. Why the fuck would I do that?
Look, but said, but
I want you to consider the ties I have.
Yeah.
To at least, well, essentially ties to two Fianna, kind of tying it half, whatever the fuck.
He'll tilt his head.
I grew up with Maria. Like, we've known each other since we were in diapers. Grew up with Damon too.
That explains a few things, right? But like I said, it wasn't me who came up with that theory with that Metis, and he'll just say it like quietly and just like, I just did as Maria told me. I wanted to go in, find the alcohol, get it to her, avoid trouble, make sure nobody got hurt in the process, and
getting nobody hurt and not making trouble involved the pincer attack?
I mean, by that time we were fully invested and committed to the conspiracy.
That's
things happen.
That's not what you just said, though.
Is that way? Right. I said.
You said not cause trouble. That is literally exactly what you did. Was try to get my ass in massive trouble
I mean,
for something I didn't do. That was easily provable that I didn't do. When I could have just helped you solve the problem in the first place. I'm a walking lie detector.
yeah, I should have probably asked you to come along. That would have helped. I
By the
mean,
time you would have thought to ask, the Mark had already slapped me, so it wasn't going to happen.
yeah, essentially, yeah. I'm still not sure if I can have kids after this, but anyways, I know it's. I
Momentary
know
pause there. Just this
he,
wry
he'll.
little look like, oh my god.
Yeah, he'll continue.
Yeah, go for it.
Besides, I mean, is it really me or Mark you should be mad about? It was ours who stole it and, did some weird shit and tricked us.
Did some weird shit. Did they do some
Yeah.
weird shit?
Well, nothing particularly weird about being Norse and sneaking around. That's not really weird. That's kind of fucking normal. But
It's just being bonars. It's also being a menace cornered by a Fianna.
yeah, I didn't beat the shite out of him or anything. I mean, I kind of wanted to, but I didn't. I
Yeah, no,
I
I'm just gonna pause it. Why didn't you beat the shit out of him?
because I didn't want to go into the public housing and cause more violence and trouble than there already could have been. I mean, yeah, I would have ended things quicker, but quicker doesn't always mean better. I just tried to put my best foot forward.
Your best
And
foot forward was screaming that the Philodox stole something.
hey, that was his fault. That was
Oh,
not
oh
mine.
no, you are responsible for your own actions. Don't
I mean,
worry,
okay,
he's got a pep talk coming too. A
just a
lot of
pep
people got
talk.
pep talks coming.
He'll he'll nod like this explains a lot of what I've heard. He'll just kind of nod. Yeah, yeah. Look. I'll admit, maybe the best thing to do wasn't to corner you in a pincer formation and to drag you before another Philodox and scream at you.
Oh
Maybe,
no, you
maybe
guys
that was.
weren't going to involve a Philodox. You guys were going to pull some shit. I'm the one who demanded a Philodox because I knew it was the only way it was going to make you stop. Because I think
Yeah, thinking helps. I admit that may have been a little bit hasty, just a tad too much.
just a touch. So here's the deal. This is how we're going to be square. Okay, just hear me out. All right, buddy. So you did not fucking think. You opened your mouth, and if I hadn't called in a Philodox, that could have gone really bad. As it is, you're lucky it was Leaf because it was just one and done, and no one's going to say shit about it. But I'm still pretty fucking sore over it. And technically, you and the Bone Nars were never punished, which means you're all still free game. But instead of me coming at you, all fucking official and all fucking sideways, since you didn't think last time, what I want you to do is every time you see my buddy Cassie, you know Cassie, right?
I've seen her.
Yeah, the other menace, the albino.
Buddy.
All right, so every time you see her, I want you to take a second and I want you to think about the fact that I am very, very fond of Cassie. And right now I'm holding back.
Hey. I've never done anything against her.
You haven't. You haven't. Besides a little snide comment, you really
Hey,
haven't.
hey,
And
look,
you know what? I've lived with Fiona. I get it. I do.
no, but look, I ain't, look, I ain't gonna do anything. I'm not gonna touch her or speak to her. But I'm not gonna bother her. But
That's all I'm asking.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on her. You know what they can be like.
I do. I know exactly what Cassie's like. I've
Mm.
spent a lot of time with Cassie. So all I'm saying is the next time you feel that just knee jerk urge to do something, especially if it involves Cassie, I want you to take a second and remember and think about the consequences, okay?
No, I'll think about it, right? But Cassie's in the mess. I'd want to go after right now.
Yeah, you see, this is the part where thinking would have come into play because if you were thinking, you would have said she's not the kind of person I'd go after, instead of saying right now and quantifying it so that I know that I have to watch your ass later.
Like I said, I'm not gonna bother Cassie. I'm gonna watch her because yeah.
Like I said, I'm not going to do anything shisty. I'm not going to come after you for what you did. You're fresh back, dude. Just next time, use your noggin. And remember, she didn't like reach up. Like she finally has loosened the hold around her shoulders. It hasn't been a very tight one, anyways. It was just kind of a drape, but she kind of lets it slide off. Gives the back of his near shoulder a good pat. Not the too solid pat or anything. She's not huge. She's not intimidating, really. But she gives the back of his shoulder a pat and it's like, just remember, Aller of Gaia. Respect those beneath you. Okay, buddy?
He'll yeah, he'll slip away. He'll nod. As long as as long as she doesn't start anything or get in the way of my duties, anything I need to do.
I don't
I don't.
imagine she would. It's not the kind of person she is. She's been around a strict traditional sept her entire life. She stays out of the way.
Good.
If she is
Ridiculous.
bothering you, and she pulls up the air quotes, like, is being more earnest now and giving him, a little personal space. Like, if she is bothering you, it is either for a very good reason or because she was told to by Araya.
It,
Which is something that
I
she
mean,
has to do. Or because she is acting in her auspice duty.
well,
But she's not going to get underfoot.
only thing I have to ask you is this seems a little preemptive, doesn't it?
Like I said, I lived with Fiona.
Yeah.
And I love Maria to death, but I know better than to bring Cassie into the house.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, the next time temptation rears, think about it. That's it. That's
It's
literally
not.
it.
It's not. It's not me. I'd be worried about.
Well, for the moment, you're the one I'm talking to. I know
True, but
about everyone else. I know my
true,
shit.
but even if they do their best, even if they follow the traditional rules, they're always going to do something wrong. It's in their nature.
Is it?
Yeah, they're born of sin. Of course they are. He
I've
says
known a
that.
lot of people born a oopsie.
Yeah. Well, this is with a filler drops, there are some levels of oopsie, but
Oh,
I'm
no.
more than
No, I
an
know.
oopsie.
But she didn't break the litany. And more
No,
importantly, whether she broke it or not, she has the sense to know where she comes from, what she comes from, and she tries to make up for it.
look, look. Uh,
Note that I'm not
um,
chasing you off red eye.
I mean, no. If I have a chance to kick his ass with everyone else, I'll happily do it. But look, I wasn't gonna planning on going after Cassie anyways. I mean, the hands on throat thing kind of deters a man, you know?
I'd hope so. That shit's terrifying. Like, you think it's weird watching it from, externally? Trust me, it's way worse in person. It's way
Yeah.
fucking worse.
Look, look, may not have much common sense sometimes, or most of the time. That's probably the alcohol. But if there's one thing I know,
Or it's your
avoid.
magic herbs. Who knows, really?
Yeah, nah. They're good as a distraction, but that's not for real artistry, anyways. Ugh.
Shrug. Like, honest to God, just shrug.
Yeah, he's very blasé about all of this.
Like I
Like,
said, in the end, right now, the issue is I could come down on you like a ton of bricks, but first off, that's not how I like to roll. And I'd rather make a point about something I do give a shit about. I'm just drawing a line, dude. I'm making it very clear where the line is. Like, if your Raya tells you to do something, you have to do a thing. And I get that. But just use your noodle next time, especially when Cassie's involved. Okay? I don't feel like I'm
he'll
asking a lot.
he'll nod. Uh, I said, I'll think about it. I'm not gonna be stirring up trouble unless it has to be stirred up. You said yourself you've lived a lot. You've lived with Fiona. You know, yeah, we're rabble rousers, but we don't stir up trouble if there's no need to, or without a reason. There's always a reason.
I'd say it was a pretty shallow reason to start pointing fingers, but then again, I'm the
Still a
Philodox.
reason. Someone took it. Look, just think of the bright side.
Having a
She
reason
got
and
she
having a
got her
good reason are two
she
very different things.
she got her flask back. She got a flask back. Flask back. No one was injured permanently, which was good. I mean, in the whole grand scheme of things, I feel like it turned out rather well. But yeah, I'll uh, I'll think next time. Maybe
Yeah, like I said, this isn't like she kind of folds the arms a lot, like the picture kind of tips her head off to the side. Like, this isn't a threat. This isn't. I don't roll
Ooh,
like that. This is just a reminder
this is
because I should come down on you now, but I'm not gonna.
hey,
But
probably.
I'm gonna point out this is the kind of thing I am gonna come down on you like a ton of bricks over. It's fair warning.
Eh. I mean, fair enough. I appreciate the warning. If better to see shit like this coming from ahead if it's gonna cause a problem, and waiting till the last minute and being rear-ended. Shrugs.
So now that that's over, otherwise you settling it okay? We've had one major malfunction on your first day in. We've had another major malfunction.
I wouldn't call them malfunctions. I'd call them learning experiences.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah, waking up drunk in a black, waking up hungover and vomiting in Fiori's room's never a great idea. Um, yeah,
Did you actually learn anything from it though? Like, yeah, waking up, vomiting in anyone else's home is probably not the best way to wake up. But did
sometimes,
you
not
learn
all of the
anything about, like, I don't know, who you end up with when you're drunk? Maybe involve a buddy system so it doesn't happen again. I'm just saying. I
Hey,
don't go
hey,
drinking by myself.
hey. I didn't go drinking by myself. I was with Maria, and you were all around, and then you all suddenly disappeared for some reason.
We
Where did you
went
all?
home. I came with the other two
That's
because they
fine.
were my pack, and we all fucked off and went home.
See, there's the problem. So what you're saying is I should find a group of people willing to stay out all night. Sweet. This is the kind of advice I value.
Just rubs her face briefly. Yeah, yeah, most people go out with friends for reasons. Like I guess you haven't gotten the chick side of that whole pep talk about going out and drinking, but yeah,
I
groups are
mean,
safer. Or at least having a friend with you who will keep track of you and make sure you get home okay.
I mean, got home pretty fine. Just in the wrong one.
That's not fine.
I mean, shrugs.
You
What kind of?
okay, like the cute blase thing is cute and blase, but like seriously, did you learn anything?
It's look. I was nervous. I had a couple to take the edge off, and it got out of hand. Maybe moderation, forethought, are great things to have.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear they're good.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to point out? Any life advice in your pep talk since you've got the whole system going, you know?
I'm just saying, man. Right now, you're packless, and that sucks. But finding a pack, if you've got a bad record, is pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
So take care of yourself, okay? Like, as
You,
much as I think you're kind of a goofball, eh,
why do you why do you think I'm out here in the middle in the arse end of nowhere and not in the drinking shack or, you know, right on set, you
I
know?
mean, you seem to like turning over rocks. I don't know. Scared shit.
Hey, that is diligence, that is due diligence, that is important keeper business. That is yeah, business.
I
He
mean,
straightens up.
fuck if I would
I
know the difference.
I am keeping everything tidy and organized and neat for the spirits because they like that shit. It's like if you're gonna have a party and invite people, the house had better be clean.
I
Well,
mean,
not clean.
I'll take your word for it, man. I don't
Hey,
just chill in the Umbra. I don't do the whole spirit shenanigans so good. So
yeah, you should. It can be quite fun.
I'm sure it is if you can understand anything they're saying.
I mean, even if you can, it's amusing. You don't even need to understand what they're saying sometimes. I guess
I
they're a bit simpler that way sometimes. They're more straightforward, I suppose. Shrugs.
yeah, I guess. I mean, she again kind of heaves a shrug.
Yeah.
That spiders make sense to me, and the rest is kind of you guys.
Well, you know.
And even them, I can only do anything if they want to be understood. So
Hmm.
shrug.
Sin. Oh, just something I enjoy doing, I guess. Like even but you don't need to talk to them or interact with them directly to enjoy their company. I mean, look where we are, the lake there. No, they're probably there are a lot of water spirits and rock spirits and tree spirits and all sorts of minor spirits here. It's in everything we pass.
Yeah, I got the talk in Cub School.
Hmm. Yeah, but just doesn't it ever blow your mind? Like that's amazing.
I I respect that things are alive. I don't trash it, and I leave it to people who know what the fuck they're talking about. That's She kind of heaves a shrug. It's cool, but that is not my playground.
You should. That's fair enough. But to keep it short, I've just been trying to knuckle down, you know, keep knuckle down, do my duties as one of the keepers now.
Are you training with anyone yet?
He'll raise brow. How is he'll raise a brow? What do you mean by hence what you mean by training?
I mean, I go and train with the cat every day. I'm pretty sure David is training with our Timmy now. Like, there's different people. There's Skyripper teaches some mean fucking sword action.
I mean, I'd look pretty dashing with a broadsword.
I mean, if you knew how to handle it, I suppose you would.
Uh,
But
he
yeah,
he looks like he's about to say something, and then he resists.
oh, she sees it. She
He's like
sees it. Knows your fucking sin.
he does that thing like where people snigger like, and then he's like,
Don't let it out. Just keep it inside. I've heard it. I've heard all of it.
that's what she said. Hey, no,
Man, you gotta work on your frat boy thing.
yeah, probably, but just as well, I'm not training with Artemy or the Furies. That wouldn't end well for me.
I mean, the whole point of training is to learn something. It's not
Yeah,
about kicking the shit out of you.
true.
And it would give you anyone that you were seeing on the regular and could form any sort of connection with, which seems beneficial to me. Just throwing it out there, softballing it in.
I mean, I wouldn't say like no, they're exceptionally good at what they do. Pretty sure everyone on Sims is something they're good at, but no, I've been, like I said, I've been doing my keeper duties. Um, I spent quite a little bit of time with Mark of Fawns, just regular old Vienna stuff. But if there's anyone you think I should go talk to,
Like I said, man, just make some connections, do something. If you keep goofballing around, you're gonna end up walking by your onesies.
ah,
Don't you want to be someone that people want to have around to get shit done?
you'll nod. Yeah, I do, but these things take time.
They also take some effort.
I make plenty of effort, thank you very much.
I'm sure walking alone in the woods here is doing wonderful things for your social life.
Touche, I'll take that point.
I mean, I'm not saying it to be nasty. Wanted to be nasty, I'd be nasty. But no, just you need to put down some roots somewhere, whether it's doing training or connecting to even the guys over in the public housing. I mean, Siege Engine's in there. He will teach you to fire a gun like you would not believe.
I'll have to save some bottles then. Ask him to show me how to shoot them. Well, I wanted to do that.
I mean, yeah, he could do it
Yes, man.
with fucking finesse.
I bet he can. Like, I think about it. It's just going to accept on your own at first.
It sucks balls.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
it does footballs, but it'll be fine.
just actually go and talk to people and find ways to actually connect with people instead of kind of doing this wishy-washy shit. Won't get you far.
This wishy-washy shit.
Yeah, the whole kind of blasé, yeah, whatever. Like anyone can tell at a glance that's not earnest. It's not connecting with people. It's just putting on a public face. You're not to connect. You're
Yeah,
not going to connect with anyone like that.
yeah, just I wouldn't even say it's about that. I'm just happy doing my own thing. For me, other people who like doing similar things, or talking now.
I mean, well, yeah.
No, you don't need to worry about me. I'm not going to be trying to stir up trouble, and I'm not going to go into the woods and become a recluse. I spent long enough doing that.
Good. It's a get set, man. Find a way to be of use. The hazing gets pretty bad otherwise.
Yeah, well, oh, no, I've been, like I said, I've been tending the place, sorting a couple of things. He'll kind of nod to himself like he's having a conversation with himself. If it makes sense.
I mean, the eyebrow kind of quirks, but she's not gonna really nose in after it. I mean, she sees the weird head bobble, but eh. I mean, if you're taking all this time to getting good with the local spirits, do something with them. Make some new talons.
Already, already am.
Good.
Well, just been trying to get a decent stock of a guy's breath sorted. From what I hear about the fighting up north, we might have use of them.
That's true. Melanthi's making them too.
Yeah. I said, haven't. I'm not exactly up to date with where everything is on set yet. So any assistance in that matter, I'd really appreciate. Because I'm looking for herbs and leaves and all sorts of things to concoct into new potions, brews, or
I mean, I don't know what you're gonna find just growing naturally out in the woods. I,
yeah.
I mean, if a Theurge tells me they need a certain herb and they need a certain amount, I go online. Not everything grows everywhere, man, especially not all times a year. But
This
I
is
mean,
this is true. This is true, but no, you can be surprised with what you can find. Just, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm new. I don't know where I'm going, and
okay,
having
okay.
a handy tool would help.
Let's do a tour. I'm gonna give you some pro tips. Come on, buddy. And she will start actually like pick up her pace a bit, so it's more of a, a good strong walk. Pointing out various things in various directions, giving rough distances, and especially
Mm,
here at the lake, being like, so anything you need that would grow in or around the lake. If you want to know if it's here, if you want to know where to find it, you talk to Lily.
mhm.
She's a part of that pack. You points over at the house. Really big on the water. Um, if you're looking for stuff like deep wood shit, I'd hazard a wild. I mean, obviously, the warder probably knows everything around here better than anyone else. Like, duh. But if you want to talk to other people, I mean, runs through the jungle's been through some weird places. He also might know where to find things that would grow more urban style, like the kind of stuff that lives even through the cracks in the pavement. Like, that's probably your guy for that.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know him that well, but
Hey, impressive
logically.
resume. Quite a name.
Did an Amazon tour.
Ooh.
Yeah, rough shit. He's usually off on that end of the lake, like points off.
Mhm.
And then God, let me think. Like as she wanders rubbing her face. I really don't know what Melanie's specialty is, I can't lie. But hmm. Yeah, I actually couldn't. Now that I think about it, I really couldn't tell you. I'm not sure what her dealie is. Undergrowth hangs out on that end of the lake sometimes. Meh.
Hmm. Me. I can work with me.
I, dude, this is literally so far out of my
Me.
wheelhouse. Their shit is
Thanks.
not a me shit. I know a decent
Me.
amount about like what Lily prefers because I literally lived with them up until like just recently, like the whole time I've been
I'm not.
here.
I'm not criticizing her. I appreciate it.
Um,
I'm saying. See, I can work with that.
if you can find Forgotten Earth and she can stand you, she seems to do the whole mortar and pestle kind of dealy. I imagine she's on the other side 90% of the time because I almost never see her. But on the other hand, Fury. So I'd say with almost any of them, go the traditional route since almost all of them are going to outrank you and make sure you bring a present and make sure it's something they might actually want. At least if you
He'll
lead with a little something when you ask something in return, I'm more likely to do it.
he'll nod along. Yeah. That should be easy enough. Ooh, I wanted to try fermenting goat's milk for ages. He'll like hop up really excitedly. Oh, I could do something really nice. Ooh. Or maybe just something spiced. I don't know.
Spiced always sounds good, but that's my basic showing. Um, just, you know, again, think a little before you talk because, well, I think that sounds cool, I guess. Fermented mo- milk sounds kind of terrifying, but I mean, at this point, I'm willing to try about anything once to make someone feel valued. Um, just keep in mind, like if they're not digging it, that's literally like, isn't that like some traditional drink for them? Like on the one hand, they might get excited about trying something new with it. On the other hand, they might take it as offensive that you want to change something that's that old. Just
No, no, I wouldn't make the spice and milk. Oh, no, no. I was just saying something like that spiced wine we had. Like,
dude, even
like
mulling spices make wine so much better.
especially in the cold, when you got a group of people around a fire and you're just trying to get warm. And when you breathe in the air and it comes out, it's like a vapor.
Oh yeah, dude. We used to so like it's kind of silly because like the packet of spices comes with the bottle, but like you could get mulling wine. And once I was, old enough to not be a total asshole, I guess, or get like child drunk.
Hmm.
Mom started grabbing that stuff around Christmas and actually letting me have it too. We just put it in a crock pot. It stays warm. You throw the spices in, you heat it for the amount of time. It's actually really good. It's just
I
one of
mean,
those things that makes you remember stuff.
I mean, just because I'm a brewer doesn't mean I don't think the simple stuff is what hits the spot sometimes. Like that's what it's all about, spending time with your family, making something together.
Yeah. Well, see, look at that. Fuck. Now put that much thought into the other stuff you're doing and to actually appealing to people. Christ. Instead of running out screaming, she's the smart one, she must have done it.
I mean, that was a compliment. Probably
That is
backhanded at the time, but that was
incredibly
a compliment.
backhanded. That was more backhanded than compliment.
I called you smart though.
I mean, I know I'm smart.
Yeah, but had anyone at that time of the day called you smart before? Like that day, that particular moment? No,
Well,
I
yeah,
would
but
agree
no
with
one had
her.
also called me a thief either.
I mean, I didn't call you a thief. I called you an evil, conspiring maniac who was planning to take over the sept.
It's like a pause, and she actually like stops walking for a second and just looks after him, like, "What?"
Um, I mean, yeah, that's probably worse. I mean, I know that's worse. I didn't call you a
Bro, I'm
thief.
I'm a fresh fostered. Have you seen the people who live here? You think I'm gonna take this shit over? Have you even met the alpha? I've seen him a couple times. He's fucking scary. Have you seen that hammer?
That is a big hammer.
It's a really big. He was playing polo with that giant hammer on bikes.
I feel sorry for that poor table.
Oh no, polo. Like, like on a horse polo, except they were using bikes instead of horses.
What? That sounds amazing.
Here's the part that's gonna really sting your bum. It was Bonar's idea,
God
and I'm
damn
pretty
it.
sure they were just using a rock and like baseball bats and golf clubs and shit. Looked pretty fun.
I mean,
If I hadn't,
sometimes you. Mhm.
if circumstances had been different, I probably would have joined in.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, you got to make do with what you have.
Yeah, yeah. So, he gets another like pat on the shoulder. She's leading him around. She's pointing out like where the training grounds are. She's pointing off towards the crags and the fact that if he actually wants to have a deep talk with people instead of a really shallow one, that might be a decent place to do it if he's not catching them like mid meditation.
Hmm.
And yeah, just pointing out various places. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I actually need to go and grab some shit and head back over here. So, but seriously though, like use your noodle, man. The playing
Uh,
stupid game works great when we're cubs, but now they actually expect something. And if you don't can't deliver, you don't move up.
mhm. You'll nod. Oh, you don't need to worry about me, but I appreciate the fact you took the time to talk to me.
Yeah. Well, I try
You
not to be
know,
a total asshole. I don't always succeed, but I try.
trying is good.
I feel like trying is a step. Succeeding regularly would be better, but I try. So
Um, for
I'll
mo-
take it.
I mean, the more you try, the more times you succeed.
It's sometimes working out.
Why? And the times it's not worked out.
Mm, It's, things go up and things go down.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, I suppose. And being a Philodox, you've got to deal with a lot of the arse end of things sometimes. I imagine that can be pretty difficult.
It's kind of a bitch, yeah.
Yeah, you want
It's
to.
nothing I can't cope with. It's a lot more than I realized it was. But I'm
Well,
not bad at it. So,
I mean, you wouldn't have been chosen if it wasn't something you were if it was something you weren't capable of.
I guess
I
Luna
mean,
works in mysterious ways.
yes, she does. He'll just nod. But I mean, you kept your head pretty cool the other day.
Oh, that was so not cool. I was the opposite of cool. I If you thought that was cool, I'm sorry
I
that that's
mean,
what you think of me.
you didn't scream, try and murder me, and set everything on fire. So I count as a positive.
Is that usually the kind of reaction you're used to getting?
Depends on party, to be honest.
Suppose so. Jesus. Well, that sounds like a fucking mess.
He'll he'll, he'll just kind of shake his head. Nah, I'm just messing with you.
Just kind of shrugs.
But yeah,
I'm
look,
trying to assume the best of you, man. So we didn't do so good on first impressions. Just maybe think about the first impression level as you're meeting people, okay?
well, thanks for You know, thanks for the advice. Sure. We'll fresh start.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
As long as you don't decide to come back around claiming I'm part of a massive conspiracy again, and as long as you leave Cassie the fuck alone, we can sweep this under the rug.
Yeah. You know what? I'm so nice. If I ever make a pumpkin spice, if I ever have a pumpkin spice latte or make one into a brew, you're the first person I'll call.
Oh god. First tasties. I'm not sure if that's good or I should be scared, really.
Better column A, better column B, but should be honoured.
I'll try really hard to be honored and hope that it is not one of those learning experiences. Your learning experiences tend to be a bit rough, man.
Yeah, but when it ends up a bit rough, it always comes out good again. If you
I
can
hope
survive
so.
the rough, if you can survive the downs and the rough, you can survive anything.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
But yeah, maybe more forethought and being more mellow and chill between the rough spots. Maybe that would be beneficial. I can see
Like
a
I
point.
said, it's not about mellow, it's just thinking. People react. It's okay. You're playing up the mellow and chill so hard I'm not sure you're breathing.
Yep. Definitely breathing.
Alright, well, I'm gonna fuck off because I need to go do something stupid. And hey, if you don't hear me screaming in agony, I've done good.
Wait,
Or
you're
screaming
gonna
in
go do
terror, I
something.
guess. I don't know. Probably not agony.
You're gonna go do something stupid now. What do you mean?
Not anything that serious. Just gotta make the connections, gotta do the thing. I got shit to do.
Yeah,
Even if it scares the shit out of me, I got shit to do.
then with all respect, right? Go, fuck off, do your own thing.
That is the plan. She will like pitch him the most like sarcastic little salute. Yep.
He'll
And kind of
he'll
turn around on her heel.
he'll return it.
And she is gonna head back off. Back around towards her cabin. Having given him a decent little walk around, a base idea of the kind of people he'd see who and where, and basically consider yourself, if you hadn't already, in ownership of the knowledge of the basic locations on Sept and whatnot. And so with that, I'm gonna call it a scene. So thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and we will see you next time in this life. Banana.